Those of you who are watching at home, here's a quick history lesson for you. Ready? In 1705, a scientist discovered what would be called Halley's Comet. He predicted it would be visible from Earth every 76 years. Now, flash forward 1985, astronomers all over the world are preparing for the next sighting, and of course, amateur astronomers, they wanted in on the action too.
Publications about Halley's Comet were flying off the shelves at local bookstores like Thackeray's and Leo's Book and Wine Shop on North Superior. And as Toledo 11's Rebecca Hanshaw reported, even telescopes were in short supply.
1910 was the last time Halley's Comet swept past Earth on its journey back to the edge of our solar system. The comet's visits, 76 years apart, make its sightings nearly a once-in-a-lifetime event, and apparently many want to make the most of this next rare experience. Telltale signs at bookshops. Literature on the famed comet is being snapped up at a record pace.
It's probably one of the biggest surges in the science area that we've seen in a long time.
At one of the few Toledo shops that carries telescopes, the owner can't keep the equipment in stock. Jim Hoyt says he has a waiting list of folks who want to invest in a telescope before the Halley Comet experience. But Hoyt's California supplier has a depleted inventory.
That surplus was used up, and now they're making them as fast as they can, and they're still running out.
He says customers have to wait 2 to 6 months for their telescopic ticket. As for comet viewing, the early part of January is expected to be the first real good chance to get a glimpse of Halley's Comet in our area. But with a telescope waiting list of up to 6 months, your equipment buying better start now. I'm Rebecca Hanshaw, Toledo 11 News.
So, okay, that was 1985.
Sold out of telescopes.
I feel like we should be getting close.
We're due for another one.
Yeah.
Thankfully, we won't have to wait as long as we will for the next total solar eclipse. But it's interesting because this was the first comet that was discovered to occur in periodic intervals. And it's amazing that back in the early 1700s, Edmund Halley, I know there's some controversy over the pronunciation.
Yeah.
It's like tomato. But he was the first person to study this, and he was actually friends with Sir Isaac Newton and used his laws to calculate when it would arrive. So based on that information, 2061, that's going to be the next opportunity. So technically it's once in a lifetime. For some lucky folks, it's twice in a lifetime. But it is certainly interesting how people prepare for it, and sold out of telescopes. And I'm sure all the casual astronomers are really excited. Next one's coming up a little sooner than that next total solar eclipse.
Yeah.
It's so funny because I don't remember the eclipse or the comet in the 80s. I just don't remember it.
Yeah, you would have thought they'd make more of a big deal out of it. I can't speak from experience. I was not quite around then, but yeah,
as you said, once in a lifetime.
Well, I'll still be working here in 2061, so we'll do a.
We'll have a big special on it.
Yeah,
won't we?
I'll host a big special on that.
We will.
It's pretty cool to see, I imagine, though.
Yeah, it certainly is cool to see and visible from the naked eye. But also having that telescope certainly is helpful as well. And I guess we'll have to stay tuned for the next one.
Yeah.
But it's always interesting to go back to those vintage WTO 11 archives and see how people were preparing back in the mid-'80s.
Real quick about Rebecca Hanshaw. I've been here since 1980. She came here in like a few months after I started in 1980. So she worked in the old building, which was where the government building is right now, the government center. So she was in that building and moved over here all with us.
Yeah, a lot of history there.
A lot of history.
Yeah, and so many of you have told us just how much you love to watch the old stories from the Channel 11 archive. And if you'd like to see more, you're going to love what you'll find in the WTOL 11 Vault. It's a special playlist on the WTOL 11 YouTube channel where you can have all kinds of great old stories to watch.
New in the vault this week, Toledo 11's Steve Hartman, of course, from CBS Now, shows us what could be the future of electronic shopping. And our Dick Barry shows us what it takes to keep all those payphones working. Way back in 1985, those great stories, many more, available to watch right now in the WTOL 11 Vault. Be sure to check it out